Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Facebook, on my Facebook business page on Wednesday, August 28th, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Time. So you can find me here every Wednesday morning, except last week, every Wednesday morning. So my Facebook business page, in case you don't follow me, you definitely can follow me. Make sure you change your highlights to see every post. And my Facebook business page is facebook.com/dazzled by stamping. Or any other time when I'm not live. Well, first of all, you can see posts on Facebook, but also for placing orders and for seeing other things and being on my mailing list. You can find my mailing list by going to my website at dazzledbystamping.com. Good morning, Carrie and Marlene. I'm glad to see you here. Hi, Nancy. Thank you for joining me. I love it when you're here. I'm going to refresh my screen a second and make sure that I can see comments. All right, I can see things. All right, so hi, Mario. Thank you for joining me. So I'm happy to be back, but it was great to have a week off. Todd and I had fun together, just hanging out, and we tried a bunch of different things. We got a bunch of ideas from one of my customers. We were having lunch like a month ago or something like that. Maybe it was more than that. I don't remember. And she kept mentioning all these things, and I'm like, open up my phone. I need to write that down. I need to write that down. And so we tried a couple of them, and it was fun. So one of our favorites was going to a dairy farm in the area. And that's probably not anything uncommon for you Wisconsiners that are following or that are joining us right now. But it was fun to take a tour, and totally what spoke to me though, because I mean, I like it and enjoyed it, but it was definitely a Todd thing. After the tour, you get unlimited chocolate milk. He loves chocolate milk. We buy it every week. Just a half gallon, so it's not too much. Hi, Marcia. Thanks for joining me. So it was great, but it was funny. So after the tour, you get this little cup, but you can refill it as much as you want. But then we decided to have lunch there too, and then we got a 12-ounce thing, again, unlimited, and it was awesome because it came from one of those, Todd called it like you have at school or a buffet where that has milk or whatever. Well, they used to have them this way. They don't have them this way anymore. Where you just have the nozzle and you pull it down and it pours it out, and it was nice and cold, and it was so good. Anyway, we had fun, but we also canned peaches and we froze corn. For some reason, I hate the corn job. I'm just standing there so long, cutting corn off the cob. It drives me crazy. But it was for his favorite soup, so that I can make it through the winter with it. It is, thank you, Marlene, and for sharing too, Marcia. The soup is called Mexican street corn soup, and it's delicious, and it's a total favorite of Todd's. And right on the recipe it says, do not even think about using canned or, did I say frozen? I think they say frozen, but like they mean like purchased frozen. Anyway, it works just fine if I freeze my own corn. So anyway, so we had to get that in the freezer, and we just had fun. It was good, and we got to go out for breakfast twice. And did you see my blog? I don't think I posted it anywhere but on my blog. There's a breakfast place in, I don't know how long they're open. I don't know if it's just for breakfast or if they're open all day. I don't remember now. Yeah, we did. It was wonderful. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Bev. It seems like I haven't seen you in a while, Sandy. Am I imagining things or have you been busy? There's a breakfast place in the Chicago area called Walker Brothers. Oh, it's called a Walker Brothers Original Pancake House. And I think it's sort of German based because I think this is a German pancake, but they're famous for their apple cinnamon pancake. And I had it one time before. I met a friend for breakfast in Chicago there. I think she suggested it because I don't know this place. Yeah, I can give you the recipe. We met there a year or two. I think it was, how long? So it's been over a year because it was when I went to Wisconsin for Cheryl's funeral. Anyway, so I met with Liz. I met with another friend near Chicago. And anyway, so it's an apple cinnamon pancake, and it's as big as your plate. Maybe like that. As big as your plate, and it's thick like that. It is so good. And it comes with the option of ice cream. I remember, hi, Jamie. I remember Dot said no a la mode on something. What was it on? Oh, on the grilled peach. Oh, hi, Carson. How are you? Good morning. Are you being a good boy for Grandma? Thank you for joining me. Anyway, when I tried it over a year ago, I got it with ice cream on it because, I mean, you gotta. But Todd opted not to get it. I didn't want a whole pancake. And I considered splitting it, but with Todd because he wasn't going to eat the whole pancake either. But I wanted eggs. Health issues with sleeping, so I've been sleeping in when I can later. Ah, gotcha. I just woke up and I'm still laying there. Oh, nice. Well, that sounds lovely. I'm sorry for your health issues, though. That's annoying. No sleep is no good. I don't like it. Anyway, so Todd opted for no ice cream. But he said it's like a coffee cake, but it's like gooey and crunchy, like caramely edges, and it is so good. So anyway, that was a highlight, of course, too, and it was great seeing Liz. And she took us to a custard place. It's called Hole in the Wall. Hi, Kathy. It's called Hole in the Wall Custard and Frozen Yogurt Shop or something like that. And as she said before we even got there, she's like, it's literally a hole in the wall. There's enough room for like your party to go in and order, like tiny little counter. Like Todd's wasn't ready when Liz's and mine were, so we stepped out while Todd waited there for his while the next people came in. Like it's literally, they just have this doorway. So that was really good. Oh, and I think I mentioned in my blog, I forgot to get a picture, probably because I was so excited, wasn't thinking. So we went to the Hudsonville Fair this year to the off-road derby, and I got my first elephant ear in years. I don't remember the last time that we went. The kids were probably in high school or something. I don't know. Anyway, it was so good, so good. And it was a perfect night to be outside, and we sat so close, and we sat at a hill, sat in front of a hill by the, because the off-road derby is like they build mounds, they build hills in a track going around for the cars. And we sat close enough that I got hit by a chunk of mud. And when it hit me, it sort of shocked me. No, the video thing. I'm making you hungry. Sorry, Mario. I don't think the video stopped. Maybe just for you. I don't know about everybody else. So I got hit by the mud. I'm like, wow, that's going to leave a mark. And it did. I didn't think of it that night, but let's see, so that was Tuesday night. Friday night I was standing in front of the mirror, or maybe it was Saturday morning, I don't remember, in Chicago. And I raised my arm and I found a bruise like underneath my arm. I don't know where it came from, but it made me think of my leg, and I checked it out, and I did actually have a all right, well, I don't know what's going on for you people. Sorry. But I did actually have a bruise on my leg. I'm having lots of issues on my iPad with video stopping, but streaming just fine on my phone. Gotcha. All right. Well, thanks for sticking with me or coming back to me. Sorry for whoever's having issues. I can't see that there are any, so it's not doing the go away and come back on my screen at all. Sometimes it does do that and makes me nervous, but anyway. Okay, that's funny, Carrie, that you watch me on two devices. Just can't get enough of me. Love you, Carrie. All right. So I'm going to do my randomizer instead of continuing to gab like crazy. So I have it all set up from 2 weeks ago. All I remember is that there were 2 cards from, well, it's going to be my set that I'm using for my next Dazzling Card Club, which the sign up was Monday. The class is next week. What's it? I always struggle with this one. Wildflower Designs, I think, is the name of the stamp set, and Wildly Flowering, I think, is the designer paper. Anyway, so don't let that go to your head. I just checked on the other one since. Thanks for the ego check, Carrie. I appreciate that. Ah, you're funny. All right. Gotta keep me humble. All right. So I have it set up, not double. Okay, so starting now. Oh, yay. All right, Lynne Hodges, you are my first winner. Congratulations, Lynne. You're in Grand Rapids. Internet is working here. All right, well, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, so it's not your normal because you're way out of town. Okay. Select another one. And start. Cindy Keller. Yay, congratulations. I don't think she's on yet. She comes on every now and then. Okay. Congratulations, ladies. I appreciate you watching and hanging out with me. Okay, so I've been gabbing so much that I forgot to tell you some reminders. Of course, sometimes I do that at the end anyway. In fact, maybe I'll just do that at the end. I'll do that at the end and I'll just show you what we're doing today. So, I have a stamp set that I haven't used yet. Wasn't sure that I needed it and decided to play with it. I was trying to come up with what I was going to do today. And so I decided that I'm playing with sweet peas. So this is, I don't like the grumpy one. Hello, grumpy. I wouldn't ever use that. No, I don't do that. But it's cute. I like this saying. There's welcome, sweet pea, happy birthday, you make me happy. So this one, so it's called Sweet Peas, and this reminds me of a sweatshirt that we had made for Todd's mom when the kids were kind of young. Let's see, I don't know, 4 and 6 maybe, or something like that. So you know how people make sweatshirts or t-shirts or whatever that have all their grandkids on it, like grandma's flower garden or something like that. And then like each of the grandkids' names is on there. Well, so we made one for Todd's mom. First of all, he's an only child, so it was just our kid. So that made it easy. It wasn't going to be, obsolete at any point. So we had, I gotta remember the words. Okay. So there were pictures of 2 P's, and it had Tyler and Liz's name. It probably said Elizabeth. She didn't go by, it's funny, she did not go by Liz when she was younger. Grandma and Grandpa specifically called her that. I think Grandpa started it, Todd's dad. It was okay if they called her that. But if Tyler called her that, she got mad. So she was Elizabeth for years. Anyway, had their names on it, Tyler and Elizabeth. And then it said, Sweet Peas, the gift of Grandma's love. Or Grandma's gift of God's love. Something like that. I don't remember. And we never found it so she must have gotten rid of it at some point. Maybe it didn't fit her anymore or something. But I liked that a lot. Okay, so anyway, using Sweet Peas, and I'm using with a couple different designer papers and a few different dies. So it's just a single stamp set, and there were a couple stamps that I wanted to use. So I'll show you the design paper that I'm using as I go, which reminds me, I'll tell you this now so that I don't forget later. We still, through the end of this week, through Saturday, somebody just gave me a big bubble thumbs up. I don't know what that was. I've never seen that. What is that? Who's doing that? I was a teacher in an infant daycare. Am I doing that or are you doing that? Is somebody giving me a thumbs up right now? And you probably can't see it. It's a great big bubble with a white thumbs up in it. I was a teacher in an infant room in a daycare for 5 years. It was called Sweet Peas. Oh, I love it. That's awesome. That was funny. Is it mimicking your thumb being up? Let me see. Ha! It is. That's hilarious. That is so funny. I have never, ever seen that before. Thank you, Sandy. That's hilarious. Can you guys see that when I do it, or is it just me? Oh, you can see it too. That is too funny. Oh, my goodness. All right. Now I'm going to be self-conscious that I do that all the time. I wonder what other motions it'll do. I wonder if it'll do this if I put a heart up. It does! Love you guys. That makes me laugh. I love it. What if you wave? Let's see. I've never seen that before, but I wave every time I get on. That is so funny. That must be new. I had to have had my thumbs up at some point before. That's funny. I liked the hearts one. That was pretty cool. Okay. Back to stamping. Don't want to distract myself again. Okay, so I need to put you guys down. So I need my magic wand, backwards you, upside down you. And here we go. Okay. So the first one that I'm doing, designer paper sale is going on through the end of this week. So there are several different designer papers. I think this is one of them there are ones in the catalog that are not specialty ones, and they're discounted 15%. So this is one, I don't know if you recognize this or not, but this was actually a carry forward from last year's catalog, or maybe it was even a mini catalog. So I'm just going to go through this really quick. This is my swatch book. So this is 6x6. It's called Bright and Beautiful. So I think the stamp set went away. It was a balloon stamp set. But the designer paper is here and still has lots of cool colors that we use and whatever. I think it must not have any of the newest or even the retiring in colors. So anyway, so I'm using this designer paper first. And so first thing that I'm gonna do is grab my little piece of white, and I should put, just a sec, I'm gonna put something dark underneath it so you can see it. Okay, so I'm using this. Have you guys seen it on other people's videos? I don't know if you watch other people's videos. I wonder if it'll stay on there like you know that well, if you don't, I'm gonna tell you now that I upload my videos to YouTube so that I can share it on my blog and in my email mailing list. So I'm doing a birthday one first, can you tell? Oh, and I forgot. I need to let it dry before I color it. So I'm going to do the next part. I'm going to do happy birthday on here. I wonder if it'll show in the YouTube video, or if it will just be, they'll be like, what are you talking about, if they're watching it on YouTube? Like maybe it's just because you're watching live on Facebook. I don't know. Okay, so I did happy birthday. This is on Berry Burst. And I don't want this whole thing. Where did my scissors go? I don't want this whole thing. I want it to be a straight edge. But I didn't want to cut it until I had it stamped. Okay. So hopefully this is, well, I'm gonna let it dry one more minute and put this on my background. So I'm gonna put this on black. I'm gonna have to watch my video on YouTube later and see if that is on there. I'm just so distracted by the fact that I had thumbs up and hearts. That's hilarious to me. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use lemon lime twist. This is light lemon lime twist, I guess. We're gonna put this on, oops. We're gonna put this on, I guess I'm gonna do it on this first P. And then I'm gonna do, that's dark lemon lime twist, so I'm gonna put this on here. Not sure how different it will be, but we're gonna make a distinction. There's not a lot to color here, so I sort of probably should be using the fine tip of my Stampin' Blend, but I don't like the fine tip. I much prefer the wide. Okay, so in case you've not watched me before and don't know what Stampin' Blends are, they come in a 2-pack. I think they're $11 now. They come in a 2-pack, and it's always a dark and a light, and you can blend your colors and make it look more watercolor-ish, like you're a better color than what you actually are. At least that's how it is with me. Stampin' Blends make me actually be able to color. Okay, doing light old olive on this middle one. I don't know, I don't want it to be all one color, so I'm doing light on this guy. And I think I'm just gonna go back to the light lemon lime twist on the bottom one too, I guess. I've done it a couple different ways and that looks good. All right, and then I want dark old olive for this little part of this stem up here. I don't know, I just want it to look more interesting than just all one color green. Even though that's usually how peas are, is all one color green, I would think. So here's my peas so far. Now I'm gonna do the hat. I'll start with this one. So this is lemon lime twist. Because it's so small, I'm just 1, 2, 3. I'm just using Stampin' Right markers. This is what oops, I can't get it on there. Sometimes I use this just because I don't want to try to get the other in there. Okay, and then this is Berry Burst, like I used on my banner. And then this is Azure Afternoon. So I chose these colors because of, I told you I was going to be using this Bright and Beautiful, and all those colors are in this pack. So I'm using Granny Apple Green. I'm using all the greens on this card, I guess. Using Granny Apple Green. Now, this is probably supposed to be lots of different colors, but I guess I'm being boring. I'm adding, where'd it go? Oh, okay. I'm adding, I think this is supposed to be confetti. That's what I'm going with. I'm just adding it in Granny Apple Green. Just kind of going around here. Once I put it down, I may add more, but I know some of the places where I'm not gonna need it. So confetti for birthday. All right, so where's my piece? This is my piece that I'm using from the Bright and Beautiful designer paper. So we're gonna, oops, gonna attach that. Oh, I did it upside down. Good thing I checked before I put it on here. All right, this is going here. And then I want dimensionals. Oh, I know you love green. It's not old olive other than on one of the peas. Oh, and the top of the pea pod too. All right. So I'm gonna put these on here. Oops, I just took the backing off. All right, so this is going here. Oh, I forgot, I wanted it on this too. Okay, so I'm gonna put some confetti. I'm even using green in my Christmas cards. That is shocking, Dot. I want some confetti here. I don't know how much this one will show. Just doing it random. Okay, and then I'm gonna put my banner down, and I want a dimensional on the banner end, but then on this end, I just want regular adhesive because it's going to stick to my, oops, stick to my P section. All right, need a few more confetti. Yeah, that works for me. Okay, and then one last thing that I'm going to do. This is the first time that I've used these. It's weird. I'm watching it on my phone, but typing from my laptop. Whatever it takes, Jamie. So I'm using these embellishments. I've not used them before. They're called transparent adhesive backed dots. So there's lemon lime twist in here, and garden green, and blackberry bliss, and I'm not sure if this is clear or like smoky slate. I don't really know, but all I want is just one of these right there. And I'm done. Oh, one more thing I want. So I have happy birthday, and I want one more thing. So there's one single P. I'm just putting in the inside. Okay, so did you guys ever watch Veggie Tales, or do you watch them with your grandkids or kids or whatever? This totally makes me think of the French peas on Veggie Tales. I can get you on my phone, but the video will not play on my tablet. I can make a comment, but I can't play the video. Okay. Do what you gotta do. Thanks for being here. These totally make me think of the French peas. They were hilarious and rude and... All right, so here's my first one. Now I'm going to move on. So my next designer paper that I'm going to use is the Full of Life. This one I know for sure is part of the designer paper sale, discounted 15%. And I'll go through my swatch book again. This also is a 6x6. Has lots of the same colors. But not all the same colors, and definitely not the same designs. That's really cute. And of course I just watched. I love it. So yeah, I know they were so funny. I just shared actually the video of Hi Miss Getting Online. Time to see from the beginning. I'll have to watch the full event later. Oh, I love this set of papers too. Yeah, they are great background designs. So I just shared the video clip of the song that the French peas sang on, it's Joshua, right? The story of Joshua. They are just so hilarious. I shared it with my family because of something that was going on, and when Jimmy Gord goes, it's not because we're crazy or anything. Our God told us to do it this way. I love it. Okay. So what I'm going to do with this one, oh, and I forgot to show you my dies too. So I'm using, but these two are from the Stylish Shapes. Love them. This one is from, in case you don't remember what Stylish Shapes is, this is Stylish Shapes. I use it all the time. It's definitely my go-to. Maybe you get sick of seeing it. I don't know, but I love it. And this one, I forgot the name, Everyday Details. This one is the smallest one in this section here. And if you've not seen these, there's also circles. I guess I should pull those out too. So you have them outline with circles around it. Now the biggest one in the rectangles has a double cut. So you get the circles on what you leave behind, and you get the circles on what's cut out. Does that make sense to you? Let me show you on, this is not the case. These are not the circles, but I'll just show you. Like on this, what's cut out here, there's this stitching here. So on the circle ones, there's circles cut out of it. And then on those double ones, it's also cut, circles are cut into what's left behind. And then I have one more set of dies that I'm using that I'll show you in a second because I'm not ready for it. This needs to go back in. This one, by the way, this one does not cut out this shape as a piece. It just cuts out the holes in your card base or whatever it is that you're putting it on. Like if I put it on this black, it's not going to cut out this whole zigzag pattern. It's just going to cut the holes out of here that will be in the zigzag pattern. Does that make sense? All right, putting this back in, getting back to business. Okay, so for this one, I am doing... Oh, that didn't look very good. There we go, that's better. So can you tell by this one? I'm going to make it a baby card. So I'm going to set that aside to let it dry. I forgot to stamp one so that it can be drying while I'm, or be already dried when I'm ready to use it. Okay, so I'm going to put the rest of the card together. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, black obviously, and then here's my piece from the Full of Life. So I'm going to put this on black. These borders that I did on both this piece and on this one are just 1/8 of an inch difference. So like this piece was 1 3/4 by 2 1/2, and then the black was 1 7/8 by 2 5/8. So I like a tiny little border sometimes, quite often actually. But then sometimes when I have like this piece that I'm making the exact shape of the card, I like having the tiny black border, but then having a bigger border of the card base. That makes me happy. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to do the same thing with the greeting on this one that I did on the other one, just sort of opposite. So this is the smallest from Everyday Details dies, and I'm going to use this stamp. I love this. Welcome, Sweet Pea. So I want this to be over as far as possible to the left. I like the font here too. I think it's all script, but like there's the the P parts are sort of bold. That makes me happy too. Sometimes it doesn't take much to make me happy. Then other times, you know, it's a day. All right, so I'm going to cut this off on this edge this time. All right, and set that aside. So now this should be dry. I'm going to color it, and I forgot what colors that I used. Oh yeah, this time I used Granny Apple Green, which is so funny because this card base is the Lemon Lime Twist, but this is the Granny Apple that I used. So the light Granny Apple, I don't know why, I'm just doing it on the inside part. I'm not trying to blend, I'm just trying to give good color. So the light is going on the actual P. It is a happy looking font. And then the dark, I'm gonna go on what I guess would be called the pod. Is the pod any part that's surrounding the actual P, do you think? That's what I'm going with. Now if I were trying to, I should show you, in case you've not seen blends, I should show you how you're supposed to do it. Sorry, I'm concentrating, so I'm not talking. It's probably very boring watching me not talk. It's not like you, I guess you don't see my voice, but. Okay, so I have my P colored. Hi, so cute. All right, so I want to show you on a scrap what you're supposed to do. We're just going to pretend that this whole thing is like the inside of the P or whatever. So if I were to use dark granny apple green, and I would be coloring here. And you definitely want to do it while it's, did I just do a thumbs up? Or is that why you said that, Dot? Or are you just saying you like it? You definitely want to do it while it's wet. So going from the light into the dark, I can sort of blend it between the two colors. So see how I can go, here's the dark, and then sort of the middle, and then the light. So I can continue blending it out if I want to. So, so that's how you're supposed to use blends, is when you're, oh, you like it, okay. I thought you were saying I somehow made the thumbs up happen again. So that's how you're supposed to use blends. But obviously you can use it anyway. I just colored them normal. Like, I guess I'll do it not normal this time, right now. I'm gonna add a little bit of an outline here on this part of the pea. And then I'm gonna blend it a little bit. So it looks, so there's more color to it. So there's sort of a blended pea instead. Wish you could. I'm not sure what that means. I don't know what I said that you said that too. Okay, so now we're gonna put the card together. First I wanna put this down just because of the placement of the other things. So I'm gonna put 2 dimensionals down here. So I have a very, I want to have the actual sweet pea in a specific spot. I'm not sure that's straight. Ha, I got called out in one of my classes. Who was it that did it? Oh, when he did the thumbs up, gotcha. Oh, Lynne called me out at our last club. I put something down and she goes, well, that's a first. She never does that. I'm like, what don't I do? And my stuff wasn't lined up on my card when I was demoing in a workshop. So then I'm like trying to straighten it. It's like, no, it's fine. You just never do that. Okay, so the other die set that I am using is actually the Friends for Life dies. I just had the idea. I wanted to add a little interest to it. So I wanted to add the heart, but I don't want this part of the heart. It sort of stays there unless you cut it off. I wanted just this outline. So I'm going to take your pick tool and pop it out of here. Okay, does everybody know with your take your pick tool, I need to put this somewhere where it will stay, that this comes out, you can unlock it, twist it and unlock it, and then you have the spatula end. Does everybody know that? Everybody has that. And then also in the same place, you can pull this out and you can put in the, what are those called? What are those called that you use like in the Simply Scored scoring tool? Stylus. There's 2 different sizes of stylus ends that you get in the box with your take your pick tool so that you can put them in this spot. Okay, so I have it out and I put the adhesive sheet on the back before I did the die cutting. I just did the outline edges because I wanted to use small pieces. So I'm going to peel this off. Obviously, I piecemealed it. Okay. Now, I want this on here, but it needs to be a little bit away from this. And I want this popped up. Oh, that, I gotta pop that up a second. All right, used up that sheet of dimensionals. All right, so I put my heart down, but I don't want to press it down because I sort of need to see where it can go. So I want this right in the middle of the burst, but I want to be able to see the heart. Yeah, I like that. So I can put the heart down, put the sweet pea down. How cute is that? Ha, I love it. And the crafter's tips too. Oh yeah, I forgot about those. What set is the heart from again? It's from Friends for Life. These are the dies. So you might recognize this better. So when I did the friend, so let's see, I don't remember if I have, oh, here's Friends for Life. So here's the stamp set that goes with it. So it's all part of the bundle with the suite is the Full of Life suite. And then there's all the other things. All right. So there's that. So yeah, I forgot to mention, or I was going to mention since Nancy brought it up, I don't have these, but there are, like on this, you can also use the brush for your, what is it called? Your die brush. So like you can get all the pieces out of the dies. I never found very much success with that, so I didn't buy that. And there's a perforating tip or something like that. Don't you get a whole bunch of tips all together in a package? Like you don't buy them individually? Am I right about that or no? See, I don't have them. Okay, so I'm done with this. I'm going to put you guys back up and chat and show you these up close. Here I am. Okay, so here is my card up close. I thought about doing what I had done with this Starburst one other time where I like got different colors of the gems and put it all around, but I don't know, I like the card like this and I didn't want to, thank you. I didn't want to just do the same idea, I guess. So here's my sweet pea card. And then my happy birthday card is the other one. So this is the bold, bright and beautiful designer paper is this one. Oh, and then I also did this guy. You probably could do this inside the baby one too. Yeah, I am wearing green. I'm not sure I'd go with any of this except for maybe the old olive. No, I don't know that it's old olive either. Thank you. I'm glad that you like them. Okay, so reminders. Designer paper sale ends Saturday. So does, thank you so much, Carlin. So does the time frame for redeeming your bonus codes that you earned in July. If you earned in July every $50 that you ordered, you got a $5 bonus code. You would have been emailed it, and you need to redeem it by Saturday, or you lose it. Also, this morning I opened up or sent the invitation for my Christmas class, my next Christmas class. It's going to be another sampler, Baby Mossy Meadow. Exactly. It's going to be another sampler where we're going to be doing 4 designs, 2 each of those 4 designs, but they're going to be random Christmas sets. I still didn't show you my favorite one because I altered it a little bit, and I thought I was going to just do it as is, but then I made an even better design for my swap. I got 3 swaps out this week, so I have my mini catalog wish list ready for your sale on September 12th. Yes, that's another reminder. Just over 2 weeks away, September 12th. So next week Wednesday will be the 4th. The following will be the 11th, and the next day will be my BOGO sale. So there will be an in-person part if you live close to me, or want to drive. Sandy, if you're happy to come see family. So in person is 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. here. And then at 3 p.m. I will do a live. Now it's not in this group. This isn't a group. This is my business page. It's a completely separate group. I'll post it again in like when I add comments and say who my winners are and whatever. I'll post it again so you can go join that group if you haven't. I think it's called Online BOGO. I don't know. Anyway, I'll share the group and maybe the picture. And thanks, Carson. Thanks for joining me. Anyway, it will be in that group, so that I can close it when I'm all done and whatever. So if you have not been a part of my BOGO sale before, either in person or online, first of all, in person is you come here, you choose stuff, and it is BOGO free, but the free part is the retired stuff. So let's say you chose $50 of retired product. Then you would need to place a $50 order of new product. So it can be from, well, by then the new mini catalog will be live. Yay. So it can be from either of the catalogs at the time, online exclusives, whatever is orderable right now, you can place your order. So that's the buy part, is the new product. The free part is the retired stuff. Now online, I'll be showing each item, like say, for example, the stamp set. I'm going to have the camera down. Well, I'll start out like, hi, thanks for joining, whatever. But then I'll put the camera down, and so you'll just see my hands and see what item that I'm showing. If it's dies, I might pull out the dies so that you can see them better or whatever. But I'll show each item. I'll number each item so that you can see the number. And then I'll be making a list. And whoever says that they want it first, it's theirs, and I write their name by it. And so I go through all the stuff that I have. And then people... Well, so by the time that I'm done with the video itself, whatever things were not spoken for, like say items 1 through 5, somebody said that they wanted them, and then number 6, nobody called it. So then number 6, I would end up taking a picture of it, and I'll have an album of it that people can shop later. So they can go to the item and comment on it. Mine, I want that. And it's first come, first serve. First person that says it gets it, sort of thing, both while I'm live and then later when it's in albums. And then I'll leave shopping open for, I don't remember how many days, and it's written somewhere in the description of the group. And then you'll need to place an order for, let's say you chose, again, we'll say you chose $50 of retired product. Then you need to place an order of at least $50 with my host code by a certain date. And then you can either come and pick up your free stuff, or if you're like Sandy, where you live way far away, I'll ship it to you. I'll come up with what the shipping total is and send you a PayPal invoice for shipping. So we pay shipping for both, correct? Yes. Unless you want to come here, Mario, and pick it up. That's completely up to you. So what we got from you on Stampin' Up, right? Yeah. So you're gonna place a normal order with Stampin' Up, but then. But then, excuse me, yes, I will ship to you whatever. I think I said last time and this time minimum shipping will be $5. That's just what it's going to cost to put anything in a padded envelope or whatever it is that I have. But I do have good shipping costs. Like if you order a bunch of stuff, I do have good shipping costs, because if you don't use it for yourself, you should check it out if you do a lot of shipping. I use a website called pirateship.com. They have really good rates. Like just last night, a normal, I think I got my package ready for my swap, and a normal padded envelope, priority padded envelope would have been $10.63 or something, and it was $8.95 for me. So I get good shipping rates. So whatever the shipping is, I will tell you and send you a PayPal invoice for it. So that's all I can think of for that. Anything else? Oh, I also opened up a week ago, I think, my World Card Making Day shoebox swap. I love this event every year. Everybody, how you do it is everybody designs a card or copies a card. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to come up with a design, but you copy a card. So you make a sample, and then let's say 12 people in the group. Then you're going to cut the supplies for those other 12 people. And then we pass a box that has all the supplies, everything that you need to make it, pass that around, and everybody makes every card. So it's lots of fun. And we have pizza, and this year it's going to be at the homeschool building again, because the last place that I used, they're doing some remodeling somewhere, and everything is put in that room, I guess, or something. So I can't use that, and the church isn't available, so went back to the homeschool building. So let's see, anything else that's going on? I can't think of anything. Oh, there's going to be a new, I guess it's a digital, so online. There's going to be a new, I wish you could join me too, Bev. That would be awesome. You did a couple years ago. That was fun. There's going to be a new scrapbooking brochure that's going to be out. So you may or may not remember or have heard, Close to My Heart closed, and Stampin' Up! Offered Close to My Heart makers a deal for if they signed up in April, they couldn't start selling until May. But anyway, some of it includes some of the product from, or some of the whole deal. They bought some of their product, and so they've been selling that to people who used to be Close to My Heart makers or customers. Excuse me. And then they put scrapbooking products on the fast track. They were already starting to try, or had been trying to come up with more scrapbooking. Oh, nice. Hi, Marcia. More possibilities for scrapbooking. And so they put those ideas on a fast track. And so they're coming up with more things. But the catalog that they're doing is going to be an online version. But lots of cute stuff is coming. So that's going to be, I don't know, is it going to be September 4? Demos that are on with me? Is that when it's being released to everybody? I just saw stickers that compliment potions, and yeah, exactly. So yes, there's going to be more scrapbooking options coming. They're going to have a release in, September, like I just said, and there's going to be another release in January, and then in May. Okay, me neither. I don't know why I didn't see that or retain that. And then I did watch a video where I'm getting this information. And then in May, when the new catalog comes out again, the more scrapbooking information is going to be in the catalog now too. It won't just be a digital version of here's your catalog or whatever. So anyway, that stuff is coming too. So September 4, next Wednesday when I'm live again, the new catalog will be live for you as well. I can pre-order right now, but yes, lots of things coming, fun things coming up. Okay, so thank you so much for joining me today. I missed you. I'm glad to be back, and I will see you again next week. If you have any questions about any of the events that I just mentioned, or a shoebox swap, or the BOGO, or anything like that, or my Christmas sampler class. Oh, I didn't tell you the date. That is the 19th, morning or night, morning or evening, and then also Friday, the 20th, just in the morning. So thank you so much. You have a good day too, Nancy, and I will see you next week. Bye.